You set yourself up with this.
I know, because Joe said we haven't mentioned the Jets. And I was there yesterday. We were celebrating 50 years of a championship. So Joe Namath was there. Okay, it was a big deal, and we actually won. How often am I on Squawk after the Jets win and they're 500? It never happens. So I have to mark this day, Joe.
Bernstein has tickets too. Both of you. Just you're very muted. I think it's just you've seen this. You really haven't seen 500 very recently.
We do at the beginning of each season. We see 500.
Okay, but and then so you're just afraid to embrace it.
Of course, I'm afraid to embrace. Okay. I've been beaten up
because you're very. So this is just you've okay. Because you're very muted. I thought it looked great yesterday. That was a pretty good team.
Trouble is the Patriots looked even better. So let's not get carried away.
Yeah, but
okay, we were playing Indianapolis 1-5. They were playing Kansas City, who were 5-0. So it's a big difference.
Okay.
At least you get a chance to wear the green today.
I do.
Go gang green.
And I was there yesterday, and I was really happy. Although I was so nervous, even with 15 points lead, 3 minutes to go, I thought they were going to blow.
I mean, a couple years ago, the biggest thing in the season was the butt fumble. I mean, Darnold does not look, Darnold for an SC. I mean, the other guy was from SC Sanchez, too. This looks. Yeah. I mean, I've never thought that the last guy was going to pan out, but I really think this guy might.
You didn't like Sanchez?
Mark
no.
Sanchez, yeah. All right.
No, but this looks like it might work. I mean, it's early, but I watched yesterday. I can't believe it. So you might.
Famous British series says, "You may very well think so. I couldn't possibly comment."
Yeah, you're scared. There were times where he held off, where he didn't throw into real trouble. He's maturing.
So I'm told by Little Bird that you're a Redskins fan out of quote nowhere. Can you explain the Redskins?
I'm looking for a home. Bengals. I'm not jumping on that bandwagon. I'll tell you that.
With that ownership, you like the.
Yeah, well, I like the new quarterback there. I'm glad they got rid of that last. You could sell me on maybe I'll be a Rams fan.
Come on,
they look good.
Yeah, the Rams look good. But how about the Jets? Come on, there's room.
I know. I watched.
There's room.
Yesterday. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I feel bad for Eli. Anyway,
Mohamed, let's talk a little bit about Brexit. What do you think about the implications at this point? What's going to happen?
So what Steve said, it's all about national politics. It's all about national British politics. This is much less to do with relationship with Europe and how does the Conservative government navigate through something that potentially could actually split it right in half.
Well, not just split what's happening back in London, but also what do you do with Ireland?
That's exactly it. Now, interestingly, the other thing that happened over the weekend were elections in Bavaria, which signaled to you that Mrs. Merkel has less support. Now,
which means what in these overall negotiations?
Well, those of us who were hoping that Europe could get its act together were looking to Macron-Merkel leadership, joint leadership, to take us further up. Now, that doesn't look good. So Europe is challenged from the West in terms of Brexit. It's challenged from the East in terms of the Central and Eastern European members. So it's hard for Europe to get its act together. And it needs to complete or at least progress on its union. They haven't done banking union completely. They're nowhere near doing fiscal integration. You cannot have a monetary union based just on the ECB.
Part of the theory, at least I thought the theory was, coming from the EU, was that they had to be very tough in these negotiations so that no one else would want to take the same path. That still is the case?
I mean, that's certainly what they think, but nationalism is spreading on the east of the EU, and you see this with Poland, with Hungary.
Not just there. Talk about Italy.
Italy's another big one. We have a budget this week. That's another big issue. So Europe will remain challenged. That's why when we come to investing implication, I'm a lot more cautious than Krishna is about this is the time to buy international stocks and hope for a rebound. If you look at the list of risks, they expose the rest of the world much more than they expose the U.S.
Which means what? You would stay in U.S. stocks?
It means that if I do the switch that everybody wants to, I would think of what investors call dollars at risk. I wouldn't go dollar for dollar. I'd go dollar for 25 cents, dollar for 50 cents, and keep the rest in short-term fixed income. Okay, do not go dollar for dollar because the risk profile is completely different.